Hi everyone, we're here in San Anselmo at the San Anselmo Community Parade. A group of Indiana Jones cosplayers and gearheads have been invited to walk in the parade.
Well, I am Sarah Hobbs. I love Indiana Jones. I've always loved the adventure. I love the stories. I love the characters. I love the idea of just being able to go out and find some cool things and meet people and go on all these crazy shenanigans. So I'm really excited to be here with everybody. Everybody looks amazing. The energy here is so good. And oh my God, snake! Ah, nobody told me there was gonna be snakes here. Just go.
Hello, I am Justin Smith. I am from Orange County in California, and Indiana Jones to me means adventure, trying something new, having new experiences, meeting new people, and just, going on another day.
And what does it mean to you to be in San Anselmo as part of the San Anselmo Community Parade?
It's fantastic. I mean, this parade is historic. I mean, mostly for Star Wars, this was the debut of Boba Fett in 1978, 2 whole months before the Star Wars Holiday Special. That's the official, debut of Boba Fett even before Empire Strikes Back. But really, it was this parade 2 months earlier in September. And this parade has never had Indiana Jones representation until now, and to be a part of that is just really exciting and humbling, and I don't even know how to process it.
I absolutely agree. You made that connection, and it hit me like a train. That's such an honor, honestly.
Yeah.
And is there anything else you want to add about your love for Indy and the connections that we've made here?
Well, I mean, I've met so many amazing friends, including you, including the guy taking video. I mean, I've had so many adventures, I can't even recount all of them. There's just almost too many to name. I mean, my life would be so much more boring, so much more hollow, and so much emptier without this character. And I'm so glad that we can all bond together over something. It's hard to unite people these days, but we can all unite behind this really awesome character.
My name is Amit Lavari. I'm from Los Angeles as of currently. And, I'm out here to celebrate Indiana Jones as a franchise, as something that means something to people, as movie industry, as a fan, as someone that's here to represent what we love about movies and the industry and just, adventure and amazing action and amazing story. And, hopefully we get to share that and celebrate that with other people around here.
What's up? We're here in San Anselmo Park, witnessing history. Just putting all the McMuffins in the film, and hopefully a secret door passage opened up in this, and then we can escape for 4 years.
You're very passionate in Indiana Jones, yeah?
Oh no, I just like, just dressing like a gritty adventure person. I'm not even really I never watched the movies. I just like leather smells and just fur felt hats and just the 30s aesthetic. The usual. Yeah.
Just vibing?
Yeah, just vibing.
Yeah. All right. State your name, where you're from, what Indy means to you.
Oh God. I'm Eugene. I'm from Las Vegas. You probably see me often on social media. And why I like Indy is because, that was one of the first movies I got exposed to as a kid on VHS, and I got hooked ever since. Just seeing Last Crusade the first time, it really, I lived in a very boring middle of nowhere town in Texas, and I felt like when I see those indie films, it really transports me in a fun adventure with Indy, so that's how I fell in love with it, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I think everyone starts off like seeing those VHS films, as a kid, and want to be like Indy too.
What does it mean to come here to San Anselmo, to the home of Indiana Jones that travels all over, but this is the birthplace of it?
Well, it is quite unusual. Like, I'm actually quite grateful that there's other people who come to this town with the same interests, and it really joins the community together. And I really appreciate how George Lucas really made our childhood, in a way no one could ever probably imagine to do. I honestly think the magic is friends and just eating together and talking about indie is much more important than the gear or the props.
I didn't know.
Tell us how you're feeling.
I'm him.
Mickey Bukowski. I live in Burbank, California. And indie was like a stabilizing force in my life when I was a child back in the 80s. The 80s were turbulent for a lot of Gen X kids, a lot of divorce, a lot of things like that. And indie was like my anchor through those years. So it means a lot to me.
And then what does it mean to you to be here in San Anselmo and being a part of the San Anselmo Community Parade?
Oh, it's been amazing. This is the first time I've been up here, so I've never seen the Imagination Park or the original Lucasfilm, and just knowing that this is where all this stuff came from, and to be here, it's a thrill. And to be, I think, we're like the first indie group in the parade, which also amazing, and the crowd seemed to really like it.
They really did. And then just anything else you want to add about indie, community, family, friends, and such and such?
Indie is such a big part of my life, and it's a big part of my family's life. I do indie, my wife does Willie Scott, my son does Mutt, my daughter's Short Round, so the family that cosplays together stays together.
Well, it seems only fitting that you get a little interview too. We want to hear your thoughts about everything. So please state your name, where you're from, and what indie means to you.
My name is Eddie Agin. I am from Los Angeles, California, and indie, well, I mean, if adventure has a name, it must be Indiana Jones, and I think that indie is just that symbol of adventure that travels the globe, knows people, has friends everywhere, is just the embodiment of doing the right thing and getting out into the world to do that. And that means a lot to me as somebody who does go out and meet people from all over, and it's some of the best people I've met are in this community because that shared love for the character, the filmmaking, all the love that was put into it came back to us, and we're trying to show it back to them.
And I think we did that here today, amongst all our many adventures, and it does sound like it's a really deeply personal connection for you. And speaking of which, what does it mean for you to be here in San Anselmo today?
It's always an honor to be here in San Anselmo. Obviously, Imagination Park has the first ever Indiana Jones statue, and I was very fortunate to be at the unveiling of another Indiana Jones statue that now sits in London. So Indy is just getting more widespread and more love, and it's nice to have an example of this character that means so much to all of us here in the home where George Lucas lives and created it in 1974.
It's true. You can really feel the history here, can't you?
Absolutely. It was pointed out to me that this is the same parade where Boba Fett made his debut, and that threw me for a loop.
Me too. Any final thoughts or things you want to say on just indie in general, community, family, friends?
Just that keep searching for that fortune and glory, and the drinks are mine! The drinks are mine! So, you are the mastermind behind this.
I am your cruise director. Yes.
Absolutely. All right, state your name, where you're from, and what indie means to you.
Mandy Millett. I am from Backville, California, and Indy's been in my life since I was 11. I mean, that's when Raiders came out when I was 11, and I've been in for the adventure ever since. And then had a son, and he really got into it. So yeah, here we are.
Absolutely. So, why San Anselmo?
Well, it's the birthplace of Indiana Jones. I mean, the idea came to George Lucas in 1974, right here, actually, right there at that building, right there. And and then he pitched it to Spielberg, and all these years later, here we are. Yeah.
How does it feel to be kind of curating this gaggle of indies all throughout the planning and execution, and finally we're standing here, executing what you plan?
Yeah, it has been so exciting. I am so thrilled that so many people showed up. I was afraid it was going to be one of those things where you invite people and they just, I got something else to do that week. And like, there'd be 2 of us here. And so I'm so pleased that so many people came, and we've got so many people coming up from LA. It feels good. It feels really good to have all of this, everybody here, and we're here, and it's exciting, and it's happening now.
I'm excited. Awesome. Okay. I think that's good. We're just grabbing a little bits and pieces. Anything else you want to say?
I was going to say live long and prosper, but that doesn't make any sense. Oh my God, yes.
Wrong one. Yep, exactly. Fortune and glory.
Yes.
I need to check the doctor after this. So yeah. Oh well. Immortality. Yay.
I am Andrew Martinelli from California, and Indiana Jones has been my favorite film franchise since I saw Crystal Skull in 2008.
Absolutely. I was going to say, momentous. Now, you have a very special connection because your mom is actually organizing today. How does that feel?
It's amazing. She's an amazing person, and I'm happy that she's my mom. And I'm happy that she has the bandwidth to wrangle all these indies.
Yeah. How excited have you been for today's event?
I've known since the beginning, since my mom planned it, so I've been anticipating it for weeks now. I made this costume special for the parade.
Yeah, tell me about the different parts that you put together here for this.
So I made the robe. My mom sourced the fabric for the belts and the trim, and then the robe is just cotton, and we found an old sleep shirt pattern, and then the staff was just pieced together from hardware store or prop store on Etsy.
Nice. Well, and why Tanis Indians specifically?
It's because I thought no one else would do it.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. And I think you look fantastic. Absolutely spectacular. All right. Anything else you want to add?
Fortune and glory.
Fortune and glory.
Maverick, Southern California. Indy has meant so much to me since I was 6 years old. My dad sat me down and told me there's 2 movies I'm going to show you, A New Hope and Raiders of the Lost Ark, and it completely changed my life. So as you can tell, Temple of Doom is my favorite Indiana Jones movie, and that opening sequence is just absolutely breathtaking, phenomenal. So I'm glad I get to represent that here today at our parade, and I'm just so thankful for this community and the fans and all my friends that I've made. It's really been a fantastic opportunity to connect with people who also understand how important Indiana Jones is, the messaging behind Indiana Jones, the importance of overlooking the glitz and glam for the real truth and the real treasure, which is knowledge, friendship, and understanding. So it's very, very excited to be here today. It's very, very exciting.
And what does it mean for you? I mean, I'm excited too. What does it mean to be in San Anselmo?
It's honestly like so wild to imagine that we get to be where Indiana Jones was first thought of. To be in the same space that George Lucas still, to this day, comes in, and people that work for Lucasfilm and ILM still are really a part of the breathing heart of this town. If you just spend a little bit of time here, you'll recognize that everyone that you meet that is a resident, a merchant, someone who is a part of this town is all connected to those stories and to Lucasfilm and to the legacy. And it's just really cool to get to be a part of it in some small way.
And I say, and what does it mean for you to see all these other communities come together?
I think it's really nice to be able to see what really makes this town what it is outside of just being a fan and connecting to these stories, getting a chance to really see a real living, breathing community where this is their home. This is just every day for them. Just happy to get a chance to have a little bit of a kind of a slice of what that's like.
And I think that's good. Was there anything you want to add?
Nice try, Lao Shay.
Did someone say keeping up with the Joneses?
We went to the Disney Family Museum recently. We ran into a guy who lives here. He told me this building right here used to be Lucasfilm. This was their headquarters in the 80s. And local legend has it that in 1980, when they were getting ready to film Raiders of the Lost Ark, Harrison Ford was practicing his whip right there in that parking lot. So there you go.
And right now, I'm going to crack the whip in the same spot that Harrison Ford cracked his whips. Oh, baby. Back close.